FIFA leaks have changed the game forever, and it seems like no matter where you go, you can't escape them. Some people might even think it ruined the game. Now, the thing is with leaks, they're not always correct, and today I thought let's build a team of players that were never released. And so began my hunt for the best unreleased cards in FIFA. But I quickly realized I needed to dig deeper. So I did what anyone else would do. I went to Twitter. Now, the first player in this squad takes us all the way back to October of 2021, where an account by the name of McCartney YT, which I assume is YouTube, tweeted out, "Flashback Mbappe has been leaked to come soon." Now, before we go any further, I just want to say I'm not trying to hate on any of these accounts. I have nothing against these accounts. I don't know who these people are, but I'm just relaying the information that they have provided for us. Of course, with a player like Mbappe, who's actually the cover star of FIFA 22, it only makes sense that this caught a lot of traction, and big streamers like Castro and Run the Foot Market were talking about it. But as the title of this video says, this card was never dropped. Now, on one hand, it would be cool to have a cheaper Mbappe available so early in the game, but on the other hand, it's like he's 22 at the time of this leak, and like, what are we flashing back to? Now, to build this team, we can't actually use a card that never existed, so instead I've recreated it, a little visual right here, and we're gonna just slap it on top of an image of a squad just to make sure we keep track of all the players we're putting into the team. So in FIFA 21, we did receive a flashback CR7 card, and some people liked it, some people didn't like it, and the Messi fans kind of got ticked off asking, where's our GOAT's flashback SBC? So it wasn't a surprise that in FIFA 22, rumors started to emerge that a flashback Messi card is coming, and it made sense with this PSG move that a flashback Messi would eventually show, but it never did. So instead, I recreated this visual of flashback Messi, and we're just gonna place him here beside Mbappe. Now, with all the leaks that did and didn't happen in FIFA 22, I feel like this one was the one that kind of hurt me the most. It was an end of an era Sergio Aguero card. We all know he was forced to retire due to his heart problems. In EA's defense, he did have an end of era card back in FIFA 21 when he did leave Man City, but I feel like they did drop the ball by not giving him one in FIFA 22. I'm hoping in FIFA 23 or even at the end of FIFA 22 now that something still happens to kind of celebrate his career. So this is my end of era version of Sergio Aguero, and we're gonna put it right beside Messi. Sergio Aguero's card definitely caused me the most emotional damage, but the card that caused me the most financial damage was a leak about David Ginola, and it was never even directly said that the card was coming. It was just a FUT Captain's hero upgrade that caused the price of David Ginola's regular FUT hero card to absolutely plummet, and it was the first time I finally had coins to buy a player like David Ginola for like 1,000,000 coins. It's a lot of coins, and I ended up losing like half of it because everyone got so scared that the new version, which wouldn't even be affordable to most people, was coming. But he is the next card in our team. It's FUT Heroes Concept Ginola, which never even was supposed to happen, but it is what it is. Now, Ginola wasn't the only card that was predicted to drop during the FUT Captain's promo. There were two English defensemen that were supposed to also drop during this promo, but they never did. One of those players was James Tavernier, and I feel like out of the two players I'm about to mention, he is the one that actually deserved a FUT Captain's promo card. He took the Rangers all the way to the Europa League final. Now, if you haven't figured it out yet, the second card was Harry Maguire. There is no reason he should be getting a promo card unless it's for the memes. But regardless, this is my James Tavernier promo card, and this is my Harry Maguire promo card, and they're going right into our defensive line. Now, this next player is regarded as one of the rattiest players in FIFA. If it's FIFA 22, if it's FIFA 21, if it's FIFA 20, it's Ferland Mendy. And the fact that he never received a special card this year, it makes me think, are EA trying to get rid of rats? But then you see cards like this and you remember they're not. Now, according to this tweet from the one and only FUT Sheriff, Ferland Mendy was bound to get a card in FIFA 22 during the signature signings promo, but it was replaced by Renato Sanchez, which is funny because that's actually another rat card, right? So it just took one rat card to the other. I'm not calling these players rats. They're fantastic footballers, but in the game, you are a rat if you use them. Even I've used them. I'm gonna admit, I've been a rat a few times. Regardless, this card never came into the game. Some people are happy about it. Some people are ticked off. Here is my version of FUT Mendy signature signings, and we're gonna put it into the left back position. Now, I think goalkeepers deserve more respect in the world of football, and the fact that this next card wasn't actually leaked speaks volumes about it. Courtois set a record for having 9 saves in the UCL final to let Real Madrid win the cup, and the fact that this card, a record breaker Courtois, was never introduced into the game says a lot. Now, to be honest, I don't know what the specific criteria for a record breaker card is, but I feel like he deserved one, so that's why he's going right into our team. Now, on the topic of cards that were never released but deserve to be, we have Tomori. According to the Serie A community, the AC Milan center back deserved a team of the season card, but he never got one. The only card he's gotten in this entire game cycle is a once to watch card in the beginning of the game. So I've taken it upon myself to make sure that we talk about him a little more. This is Serie A team of the season Tomori, which deserved to be in this game, EA. And we're putting him right into the center back position. Now we're down to our last two players, and before we get to the grand finale of the most famous leak, in my opinion, in FIFA 22, we have to take a step back and take a look at EA's mistakes. And they have made a few, and I'm saying that gently. Now, it was leaked by Foot Sheriff that EA was planning to release Eriksen through an SBC, but instead what they did, they accidentally replaced all the gold Eriksens in the game with this version. So I even got one. And the promo that this card was dropped in was one that the card can get upgraded. So me and maybe another million people all have a 93 rated Eriksen in our club for free. Now we're finally on to the last piece of this puzzle, and if you haven't guessed it, or if you have no idea who it is, it's the infamous R9 SBC that was leaked by Foot Sheriff, and he is still getting slack for this. People are still mentioning, when is it gonna drop, where is it, because people wanted this card in their team and it never came. Now this is the final squad of cards that were never released. I know I probably missed a few, but if you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy this video right here.